Hello and welcome to our 180 point game of the Walking Dead All Out War by Mantic Games. This is the table setup that we've done at the moment. I am playing Rich from Capitan Morgan's War Games. I am currently going to be playing Dale with the Marlin rifle and a silencer attached. Got Sandra with some body armour and Lee with a fire axe, and Lee's going to be my leader.
Right, I've got Andrea. She's got a Browning safari rifle with a sniper scope and some special armor piercing ammo. I've got Clementine. She's got an old gun, some bandages and a sheath or shiv. Billy and Ben have got a small knife, and Scott Moon has makeshift body padding for body armor. She got a taser and he's got a glass bottle.
Okay, and we'll be back after we've deployed them. So mine have pretty much all set up on the front line, spread out, and Rich's have all clumped together over there, but we'll see how it goes. We'll have a look in a bit. So Lee went first and he just moved up into melee range of this walker. Dale shot the walker that was over here, and then as this walker moved down to head towards the noise he made, he then snuck up there, and Lee has just moved up into base contact with this one. Over here, Scott's moved up, and so did Billy and Ben. Clementine took a shot at a walker over here and killed that one as well, but obviously started moving them all towards. Then Andrea took a shot at Lee, but he made his defense save, so he wasn't hurt at all. And our threat range is currently on 3, so it's still quiet, and we're going into the event phase. Right, well, we got the Roamers card. Each player moves one eligible walker in the direction of their choice. So I've moved the one that was sort of over here-ish, over there, away from Dale, and the one that was actually over here, Rich has moved down nearer Lee. So these two were already in combat as well, and using the kill zones. That one's moved down and that one's moved across as well. Right, we'll see you after the melee phase. Well, that was a rather uneventful melee phase. Scott was the only one who actually killed any walkers. All of our other dice rolls were even, which was really annoying, so they've obviously just moved 1 inch away, and there's now no end of turn effects. The threat tracker's on 4, so we're now in low, and initiative has gone over to Rich, so we'll see you at the end of the action phase. Right, that was a very eventful action phase. Dale grabbed the supplies that were here, and he picked up an ammo reload. and he then moved to get that one. Obviously I'm not saying this in order that we actually went, but because I think, oh, it was Scott that went next, and he went and grabbed the supply, which was all well and good,
It was a booby
except it was booby trapped. And Andrea had actually gone before that and given him an extra action, but he ended up losing it because he ended up going into combat after moving. But Lee's also got a counter, and he got a ammo reload, and this pack was definitely shuffled. And Sandra went over and got the supply from there and got a ammo reload. So it was quite interesting, based on the fact that there's three ammo reloads and one booby trap. So that's pretty much all I had done. As I said earlier, Andrea gave Scott an extra action, and I think she shot as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she shot and brought some walkers over, but because the booby trap went off, they all came over. Because they weren't in base contact, they came over, and they are actually in base contact with Scott there. Clementine fired her pistol and knocked one of the walkers prone. However, that was the gun is now jammed because it was an unreliable pistol. And Billy and Ben just moved up to so that's it. I can see the melee phase going to be quite interesting here, but next is the event phase, so we'll come back in a minute. Right, so we got the Rouse Lurkers event card. Nothing had moved that was in their kill zone first of all, so we then drew that. So our threat trackers now on 7. We had a bit of a, when we read the rules on it, we weren't 100% sure on it, but we took it as, even though the other one says enter play, that they come out of the supply counters that are left on there. So that one ended up getting 2, which is annoying because that's where Dale is, and he's not the best at fighting. That one had 1. The one Lee's on had nothing. That one over there had nothing, and that one over there had 2 come out. Which make it a lot harder. We're going to go into the melee phase, and yeah. So we'll be back in a minute. Right, so this fight over here, Scott lost by 1, but he was bitten, but luckily he had the makeshift padding armour, and he got the roll, so he managed to ignore the bitten rule. And Dale lost by 2 over here, and that was it for our melee phase. We've got 1 prone walker. Rich is going to roll, and we've agreed that with everything else, the shield benefits the player. So going against what the rules actually say, if we get a blank face, the walker will be standing up. So yes, the walker will be standing up. We both spoke about it, and we both agreed that everything else, the shield benefits the player, and we can't quite understand why that one there seems to benefit the walker. So I know it's 50-50 chance, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. So initiative goes back to me, and it'll be turn 3. Right, Dale shot one of the walkers, so the other one's come into contact with him. Lee has come over here, but then Clementine came running in as well. Oh, he also picked up another supply counter, which was the metal pipe. Andrea shot and actually killed Sandra. So there's another counter there now. But what Sandra had previously done was she had moved round and made noise, bringing in this walker, so that it went into contact with Billy and Ben, so they didn't get their action. And then Scott went over there, and he just wanted to make noise to bring one of the walkers in. So we'll be back after the event phase. So we pulled the Drawn to Chaos, but we were in medium threat, so it's gone up by 1 as well, so we're now on threat 10. And it was quite interesting roll, because on every table edge we had 2 walkers come in. So 2 over there, 2 there, and the 2 spread out over here. And we'll be back after the melee phase. Right, so Dale lost her health. Sandra was unlucky and was bitten. I forgot to move that back, I think. But she only lost 1 health. And we'll see if she loses any more in a minute. Lee has won the combat but didn't kill it. Scott got killed by the 2 zombies and is now a prone walker. And so I think that was it combat. Oh, and Billy and that actually won their fight, and so did Clementine. So it was mostly the kids who done the best results for the walkers. We're going to roll, see if Andrea loses another wound because of her bitten.
So it's on the blank, she's alright. Yeah.
No, shield she's okay, blank she loses 1.
Sure.
Yeah. And then we'll do prone walkers. So there's this one, which will roll. So it stays down, and that's blank, so that one will stand up. And initiative has gone over to Rich.
Yeah.
And it will be turn 4.
So.
Back in a minute. Dale shot. Well, Clementine moved over here and picked up the supplies. She got some more bandages. Then Dale moved over and shot at Clementine, which brought this walker in into base contact with her. Over here, Lee moved round. Well, Billy and Ben moved down. They ran, but it brought that walker into them. Lee's moved around, and Andrea shot a gun at Lee, which has made her completely surrounded. Lee's ended up taking 3 damage from that.
He would have actually taken 4, wouldn't he? Because no, he hasn't got cover anyway, has he?
So
no, so yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I didn't add the cover dice to it, did I? So,
No.
Yeah, we've got that. It's the event phase next. So, reckon. So we ended up getting Won't Stay Down. The prone walker didn't stand up, so he's still down. We ended up moving. Rich moved that walker and that one there, so it's in contact with the car. I moved that one. It was already in contact with scenery, so it's just moved around slightly. And I think there was the other one. Yeah. Oh no, the other one was that one, to bring it into contact with Billy and Ben. Now on to the melee phase. So Andrea died over there.
Yeah, that goes in there.
No, she
Clementine.
No. Yeah.
So she's fine. So,
yeah.
not her turn. She'll get to.
Yeah. So Andrea died there. Billy and Ben. Did they draw? No, they lost, didn't they?
No, they drew.
Oh yeah, they drew, but they still have only one life left.
Yeah.
And they've been bitten. So did you want to roll that now? So they're replaced with a walker.
Which is fine by me.
Which, yep, benefits you. And then over here, Clementine as well. She was bitten, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So that's well. Yep, she's fine. And did you want to roll the walker standing up? And so that one will stand up. And initiative will go back to me. And all you've got left on the table now is Clementine holding 1, whereas Lee and Dale are still on the board. So we'll see how this turn goes. So Dale tried having a shot at Clementine, and because she's a kid, he actually failed his role to be able to shoot her, so he shot the walker that was over there instead, which freed up the car so that Lee was able to get the supplies, where he got some football pads, armour, and then Clementine's come over here, which brought this other walker in to contact with Dale. So next phase is the event phase, but we're currently on 11, so we're going to start going up quite quickly. We've got Feeding Frenzy, so Dale failed the roll, so he ended up getting an extra wound added, so he's only got 1 left now. And Rich had to move 2 walkers, and I got to move 3 walkers. I moved 1 that was there so I went back, bumped into that scenery, and moved the other one, so that bumped into there, and the other one I moved into Clementine. And Rich's 2 with these 2 over here moved into combat with Lee. So we'll be back after the melee. So Lee took 3 damage and was bitten. I will do his bitten roll now. He's fine. And they both passed, didn't they?
Yeah.
So standing up prone walkers, I think we forgot to roll for that one earlier, so it'll stay down. And
Okay.
let's initiative will go over to Rich, and but all that's left is Clementine, so let's see what she does. So they've moved around here. Lee picked up another supply, so he's now on 5, and Dale's got 1 out of the 7 needed, but we can also kill Clementine as well to win. And he gained a hockey stick out of that one. So now on to the event phase. Right, we've got the hunger, so threat counter's now on 12. Rich moved a walker into contact with Dale, and I've just moved this one round. I was up there, and I end up moving another one, which I can't remember which one it was. Oh, I think it was this one over here that I also moved towards Dale. So we'll be back at the end of the melee. Right, Clementine done really well there. She took 2 damage in the end, but against Lee and a walker, that was not an easy feat. And Dale managed to just about win with the walker as well. So we're just going to roll to see if that walker over there stands up. And he stays down. So initiative will go back to me, and we'll do the action phase. Very quick action phase there. Dale ran in, and the closest walker moved into contact with Clementine, and then Louise moved in to join the fight. And now on to the event phase. That was quite a vicious event phase. We're actually on high threat now. And so we had 2 walkers then to play, but Clementine ended up making noise, or ended up making mayhem, which has changed the combat down here to that. So it could be that we're all dead by the end of this turn, because Clementine's got 2 life left, Lee's got 1, and Dale's got 1. So this could be a very quick endgame. So Lee killed the walker, Dale killed the walker, and Clementine drew and just pushed the 2 walkers back. So that didn't go quite as we were expecting. Prone walker.
Yes,
oh, stands up. And then initiative will go back to Rich. I can't see this lasting much longer, but we will see. Right, Clementine used her last bandage to restore another wound, and then moved in contact with Dale, so Lee decided to come in and join the fight. And it is now on to the event phase. Threat level went up by 1 to a 16, but that didn't really affect us because there was no eligible survivors, so none of them could shoot and none of them could run. So it looks like it's going to be all combat again. So we'll see you after melee. Right, Clementine finally got overrun by the walkers, and Lee and Dale still were about with 1 life left, and yeah, Lee would have been fine with his bite roll as well. So I had 6 tokens to none in the end because it was a complete wipeout. A very good game. First game I've played in a couple of years against someone, or since it first came out. It's the only time I've ever played one. This is Richard's first game as well. And well, I've quite enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it. As I said, the little mistake of what forgetting, not sticking to my plan, but other than that, yeah, went quite well.
Yeah, we both realised we'd forgot little character rules, like Lee's leader ability, and his fiercely protective rule, and you use your leader ability once, but you say we forgot to do silly little things sometimes. But we did have a go at manipulating how the walkers were moving around the board, which does add a very interesting context compared to the normal war games we play.
Yeah.
So, thank you for joining us. If you want to see Rich's Warhammer posts, that's Capitan Morgan War Games. That's same both on Instagram and YouTube. And join me on Instagram as well, which is Gamer Dave J. And we'll see you next time for a different game. Thank you.